things. Is GJ Gruey Inc., are they still under contract with the City of Columbia? As far as the sole source developer is concerned?
Right now, that I would have to say no. The judge ruled that we were not legally able to enter into that agreement, and GJ Gruey filed an appeal in the appellate court. But at this point, the judge has ruled that we did not have the right to sign that document. So I would say no, that document does not exist at this point.
Second question is, the first page we have listed, the City of Columbia is proposing a new interchange on 255 to provide access to a mixed-use commercial development in West Columbia Crossing development. Now, currently, that is not the case, correct? There's not currently a development that is there, or that is proposed there.
Under that specific name?
Right.
Who knows?
Well, if we were to pass this tonight and their name is on it, what liability does that pose to us?
Absolutely none whatsoever. I spoke with Laura Rinsing at IDOT, and she said that once again, that's why I explained, if you look at the fifth whereas down, and it starts talking about public roads and associated right-of-ways within the APE and the development of lots within the APE. This all stems around the area of potential effect that was set forth when we wanted the final access justification. They did not look at the development. They just happened, since there was a development ongoing, they put that as a name in here. But the development isn't the key here. The key here is the area of potential effect. And that area was set forth by SHPO, ITARP, IDOT, and Federal Highways. They're the ones that the outline of the APE, and the outline of the APE is totally different than the outline that was set forth in the Master Development Agreement that was previously agreed upon with the developer in the city.
So would it be a problem to take that name off of this document?
I don't see a reason to. I don't see a problem with it, but I don't see a reason to. It's just a delay tactic.
I'm not trying to delay it. I mean, anytime I do a work on a contract, anytime anyone's name is mentioned anywhere in a contract, they have the potential to be brought up in something. So I mean, if they're not mentioned in here, I don't see a reason why there would be a problem.
I was going to be requesting be more delegate change from is to was. Thomas, if you're to
as far as I'm concerned, the development can get it's the development known as we know that area and what's going to be developed down there as the Columbia Crossing development. It's been known that way for 5 years now. It doesn't say it has to be. It says known as
It could be called as a zoning.
All it means.
In 1B on 547 on the screen, it looks like when they say includes all portions of the proposed Columbia Crossing development as described in, and then it talks about reference or attached documents that clearly depict the project boundaries. It sounds like Alderman Hoover felt that they're using this as the best way to describe the area. It says proposed, and it says in reference or attached document that clearly describes, depicts the project boundaries. I mean, this would probably be, I'm guessing would be the easiest way to depict the area.
That's why it was done. And that's the discussion. I had the same discussion with Laura Rinsing from IDOT. Exactly what you brought up, because I figured it would be. And I had that discussion with Laura Rinsing, and she said that she did not see, with the way the verbiage is in here, it's a reference.
I was just wondering, you spoke with Laura Rinsing and all these various people about the PA. I'm just wondering, do you have any of that documented in writing for any of us to read so we can verify what was actually discussed?
I just told you.
I know, but I'd like
now it's recorded.
I know, but I'd still like to see it in writing from Ms. Rinsing herself.
No, I don't.
For the term Columbia Crossing is a trademark that is owned by Columbia, correct?
I don't know whether it is.
I mean, if it was our Columbia Crossing, if we had title to the name, I could see that. I'm just wondering what effect that does have in this document.
I don't know that there's ever been a formal filing of a trademark in that name. I've never seen a trademark at TM, a C with a circle around it next to that name.
I know there's a lot of contract.
There's a corporation name. Call it the Coca-Cola Crossing. There's a corporation out there for that too. Doesn't mean that we're stealing the trademark name. Alderman Rowe.
There's a lot of questions here tonight. I don't have a problem with the PA as long as we pursue a federal highway bill and try to get the government to pay for this. But I do think, I mean, none of us are attorneys up here. I don't think it'd hurt to run some of these questions by Tom or get a legal opinion from Wayne or some attorney that might think some of the verbiage in the agreement should be changed for whatever reason, whether it's copyright or I think we should table it until we get some, some of our answers by the top.
But all these answers were answered by the attorneys back in August. I mean, this.
Well, but being the lawsuit was thrown out, I mean, maybe there is a thing that Columbia Crossing name shouldn't be in there. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't think any of us know. We're not attorneys.
Well, I'll tell you this, if we start monkeying with this, then we're gonna go all the way back through the process again. It's ready to go. I mean, it's just like when we start bringing up the names of chiefs and tribes. It was just a way to go back through the process again, and we did it over and over and over again, and it cost a lot of money in attorney fees. It's ready to go. We've discussed it to death. Alderman Hayden.
Well, I just think some things have changed since the last time it was discussed last September. So, I don't think we want to vote on something this important with guessing and not being sure what the complete ramifications may be. So, I don't think it would be such a bad thing if Alderman Agnew would call an OPZ meeting one last time for us to discuss it and then move forward after that.
So we can discuss it tonight.
And that was just on my mind because we are taking the time to literally tonight to have an OPZ meeting. And because I thought if these questions were answered, that the OPZ would not be necessary. But I think we should ask the question of the Columbia Crossing thing. And since we've had an OPZ meeting tonight, that would be the only question we'd ask Tom. And if that question is satisfied, then we can go through with the vote on the 15th. Is that the only question, though?
I entertain a motion to approve it or give me the authority to sign it with Tom reviewing the verbiage of Columbia Crossing development. I'm sorry, Alderman Overfield, you have something to add?
Yeah, I don't understand what the big hurry is. You're pushing. It's a simple question. I just want to see,
The big hurry, this has been going on for longer than you were an alderman.
Then if you can answer the question, yes or no, whether or not that should be in there, you're a better attorney than any of us in this room.
I told you I spoke with IDOT and she did not
No,
have a concern over that.
that's not talking about IDOT. It's talking about an attorney's.
But see, last time we got an attorney's opinion, we wanted a second attorney's opinion. So, I mean, we can play this game till the cows come home.